Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this returnable for Hill.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And we see on the next-gen stats, he was able to take it nearly 60 yards after that initial contact. Impressive. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 13-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The tight end in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Finding space at the 40. Still going. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. 45-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 13.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here we go.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's a give up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On second down, Gordon once more.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. And here he's got Grant.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Dolphins 30, Bills 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
28-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Channing Tindall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One final try here for Allen, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. In motion, Hill. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down at the 25.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.